Hello, my name is Clint Tissot, and today I'm going to talk to you about how Scott Pruitt, the former EPA chief, could have avoided his ethical controversies if he had a framework to make his decision. Now, for those who are unaware, Scott Pruitt just recently resigned as the EPA chief due to a number of ethical violations that occurred during his tenure. During this presentation, I'm going to talk to you about three of the violations that are described in the article, as well as the framework that Scott could have used to make his decision more ethically. So the first violation, Scott used taxpayers' dollars to fund personal travel. This travel included going to and from his home state of Oklahoma, as well as a vacation to Morocco. Both of these instances are gross misuse of his power, as well as the taxpayers' dollars. The second violation was that Scott had his personal security detail make errands for him, run errands for him. These errands included going from different hotels looking for a certain type of shampoo to getting snacks for him at certain hours of the day. Both of these are gross misuse of his power and just making his security detail do things that aren't necessarily in their job description. The third violation was that Scott spent $43,000 on a soundproof booth without Congress's approval. Now, for any alterations to someone's office above $5,000, it must have approval. It must have Congress's approval. Scott did not follow this procedure and went along with the renovation anyway. So in all three instances, Scott violated just normal ethics code, and these violations could have easily been avoided. So in recognizing the issue, Scott's the issue in all of them are either a misuse of his power or a misuse of taxpayers' dollars. Now, obtaining the facts. This talks about who's involved. And who's involved in each of these is either the taxpayer, because Scott is misusing their money, or people involved, which is in the case for the second violation, when he made his security detail do things that really aren't in their job description. Next, Scott would evaluate the possible options. So Scott has the option to pay for his own travel. He could go do his own errands. And in the third case, Scott could just go along and follow proper procedure and get his approval from Congress for his renovation. Next, Scott would make his decision. Now, Scott would keep in mind that you'd want to make a decision that you'd be okay with being on the front page. Now, when it came to this, Scott would make the ethical decision, which would be to pay for his own travel, run his own errands, and let his security detail do their job and protect him. And in the third case, he would follow proper procedure and get approval for his booth from Congress. If he didn't, he would accept their decision. Next, Scott would reflect. And on reflecting, he would notice that he did did what was ethically right, and did also still have his job. Now, this framework would have helped Scott make his decisions ethically and can be used in a number of scenarios. Thank you. And if it open to ask or answer any questions in the comment section. Thanks.